What is going on, everybody? We having a good night? Just gonna get started here with some EverQuest. We're going to be leveling that shaman again, hopefully, if we can find some groups. Probably wouldn't hurt to kill some of those dark blues that we were killing last time. Solo for a while. I mean, still be in the LFG and, you know, put shots in and stuff. So I don't know if y'all saw, but on the YouTube channel we posted a lore video with kind of a comprehensive lore of EQOA. Also posted the video on how to get the emulator up and running, and how to dual box, how to set up keyboards and controllers, how to optimize some of the settings, how to make an account, everything that you need to play the game. And then, like, if you want to dual box, you can also look at that. But we really went pretty in depth in a lot of those videos. Alright, let's do LFG. Let's do a call that we're looking for a group. I think we could just check real quick. There's an 8, an ogre. I honestly don't know how to get from Agat to Freeport. I know I've done it, like, during live I did it for sure, but if you asked me to do it right now, I probably couldn't. Just like drinks, right? Yeah, I got 21. Just go and kind of work on these highwaymen again for a little bit. I feel like at low levels there was... Oh, we already got a group invite. You know, I was just saying, I feel like there's like a camp with orcs. Or that's what I was just about to say. What are the odds of that? Did I hit? Yeah. You know, I really need to just turn that keybind off. Honestly, that's gonna get irritating. I left it on because I was working on that video where I turned the keybinds off and stuff. Just turn off a lot of these keybinds. I don't really use them, and they're gonna be more of a headache than they are gonna help anything. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so if I accidentally hit that button, we should be good. Okay. And I think that's what was happening every time in the past, like, few streams. Every time I would say, oh no, the game froze, why does it keep freezing? I don't think it was actually freezing. I think I was just unintentionally hitting the wrong keybinds and pausing the game. Alright, so Romulus and oh, cool, Romulus and Remus wants us to go north. I didn't read the other guy's name until just now. So I was thinking Romulus as in like Vulcans, Romulans, from Romulus. But instead we're talking about mythology, Romulus and Remus. Can't wait to get level 12 and get Spirit of the Wolf. As a druid and a shaman, that is your bread and butter. Everybody is going to want Spirit of the Wolf, and I don't see... I know there's benefits to playing Cleric. I just personally couldn't justify playing a Cleric over a shaman or a druid. As a warrior, man, I loved clerics. They were insane healers, but if I'm playing a healer, I would rather play a shaman or a druid. Let shaman get the little good boy pets. I think it's kind of cool that they get wolves, but at the same time, it would also be neat if instead of a wolf, it was a bear cub. That'd be cute. Oh, there's us. Get everybody buffed up here. So homie is dual boxing. Oh shit. He is dual boxing necromancers, which, you know, always a good idea. Necromancers are super strong. What? Oh, is there a whole nother group over there? Oh, okay. I was like, what's attacking us? I don't see anything. It's kind of neat that finding a group took us just no time at all. It's a good start to the evening, I guess. Group attacking. Is this target? He'd have to be targeting his pet for that to work, I guess. I was gonna say, I'll buff your pets, but... No shit. Where is this guy spawning at that I keep pulling him? I guess if I wasn't here pulling him, then Remus here would pull him. factions are we getting? Bay, Freeport, have Academy of Science, Magic, Keepers of the Glade, Sailorin, Scouts of Tunaria, Silken Gauntlet, Emerald Guardians, Freeport Militia, Paladins, Spectral Fist. Okay. Remus says hello, chat. I mean, it's kind of, I guess, coincidental. The day we start, the day we pick streaming up after the long weekend and make the video about dual boxing, we end up in a super quick group with a dual boxer. His pet's buffed up. That's where that guy's spawning, right by that rock. Oh, I double buffed this pet by accident. Whoops. That's my commander, I don't think. He got it. I'm thinking these guys just drop quest stuff. I don't think I can use that. Yeah, I can't use that thing. Is that? Oh, oh well. We were putting points in stamina, apparently. When we left off last. There he is. He's gonna walk right over here and he's gonna get pulled by that ramen. Yep, there we go. Oh, inventory's full. I forgot to sell before I left. Alright. Let's get rid of some of this crap. Yeah, this is all no trade lore. Yeah. Unfortunately, this deleting item noise is going to be a large part of the stream, I think. Nature of the beast at this level, though. So he's not on a set path, is he? I seem to remember these guys, like, doing cats. Well, not just these guys, but all mobs in general. I could be totally wrong on that, though. I don't remember a ton of random path mobs. Let's recharge our mana a little bit too. I do like this camp for this level, though. I mean, it sucks about the loot, but still, it's not a bad XP camp. Let's go get a heal on homeboy here. I feel like after level 12, maybe, we're going to get groups a bit more. I feel like that's whenever we start seeing an increase in groups. Gotta delete that loot. Like I said, unfortunately, that's just gonna be a bunch of this is deleting that loot. Oh, is it about to rain again? Doesn't look like it. Maybe my neighbor's just moving some stuff. Say that, my dog starts barking, one of them, so he's hearing something. Oh, one just spawned right on top of him. I think that other camp's gone though. also doesn't hurt. We're getting a little bit of faction. Somebody said they don't remember the necromancer pet taunting. I actually don't remember it taunting either. I remember it low level aggro being a problem with that pet. It's supposed to be crit, is what somebody else said. Similar to the way a monk looks when they use abilities. So are the necromancer pets just monks? And I guess the higher level ones are more monk Shadow Knight or something? Oh. Get a heal off on that guy. We don't want him to die. We got one job, let's make sure we do it. Oh, of course, I have that item. Just preemptively delete stuff. He pulls him? Don't see anything coming. Pets. I mean, my buffs aren't anything to write home about. Better than nothing. Uh-oh, we have another one coming? Oh, we're gonna have 3 this time again. Oh, shoot. I need to heal him. I gotta heal myself. He's trying to trade with me. Oh, that's nice of him. That's not bad. That isn't bad either. Alright. I mean, it's better than our level 5 stuff. Actually, let's see. Strength or stamina to HP max. Wisdom, charisma, AC. Resistance. I'm just gonna stick with this one. The days before you could transmogrify your armor. Let's see what this stat is. Strength and wisdom. So it is if he wants it. He's nice enough to give me that healer gear. And admittedly, gear at this level doesn't really mean a ton. Once you hit about probably 14, then you kind of want to gear yourself out a little bit. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Chat's devolving into random insults. We're still okay enough on mana. Oh, I don't think I need to drink. I'm gonna use them a little bit sparingly. Alright. Let's heal homeboy up again. Let's delete this chunk. Oh, I just picked up a belt. I picked up like a belt. My bad. One yellow away from double digits. That's cool. I really need to like pick a character and stick with it. Leveling a healer first wouldn't be that difficult, I don't think. But I think my main goal in the end is gonna be another warrior. Apparently I can't multitask after working all day. My brain fried. That's what it said, right? It's pet pulled something. I can't go that far. Shit. Oh well. I feel like one of my next videos is gonna be, I don't know, maybe character creation explanations, like what the different stats do, and maybe like touch on class mastery and how that affects you at in-game. Go through some of the in-game settings, how to set up, look for group, all that stuff. I know a lot of people are already gonna know because we all played back in the day, but you know, Joe Blow gets his wife to join the game, or you know, his kid's involved, and they start looking on YouTube for stuff, they might come across it and find some setting that they didn't know about. Or maybe, oh, excuse me, drinking water. Or maybe people just need a refresher, you know? Never know. have one of those. Let's go and delete junk again. That up. Might as well just delete it again. There we go. Still not doing too bad on mana, so that's good. Alright, well, you're not targeting your pet there. You're not targeting on that guy either. That's fine. There's like, if there's another group over there somewhere, I'll buff them, but I see that thing keep dying. I just don't see people over there. And every once in a while, I'll see something run over there to attack something, but I don't see people. Oh shoot, double shoot. He's gonna get hit. Bit heal off on him. Also, I kind of wonder if any of these quest items, if I could have fun with, like, use them as a barbarian. Yeah, that's not a bad idea for his dual bugs. And visiting the one that's just being used as a petter. I keep going to equipment because I keep picking up stuff that looks like equipment. Alright, see, that thing is attacking something. Okay, they were just too far for me to con. That's what it was. That makes sense. So there are people over there. So I've got my enchanter at like level 20 something, right? And I've got a few others in the mid-teens and a few low levels. But you know what I still haven't seen yet is a train. I haven't seen anybody train. I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying I haven't seen it, which is surprising to me. I want to say... see, before I make that video, I actually need to research it myself, because I want to say that Shaman's main deal was dots originally, so they don't necessarily require stacking charisma, but charisma would definitely help their heals. It's been a hot minute, so... Wouldn't hurt to refresh myself before I make a video to refresh other people. Myself, though. What? Okay. I mean, I guess neat. We got a free ration. I don't know what it does, and I can't use it till level 20, but... I wish the description said something better. Is it just regular food? Because it has to be, right? I don't know, they were giving away those EXP tokens like last week, I think. So that's what makes me curious if it is really an EXP token and not just a travel ration. Right, let's go. Killing some more. There's something about fighting orcs that is so much more pleasing to me than fighting just random birds and bugs and stuff until you hit level 12. I think orcs as enemies in this game are some of my favorite enemies. Especially the Deathbone orcs. I'm a big fan of those deserty orcs. Alright, there it goes. Let's kill this one. Figure out that inventory. Movement rate, cold resist, and a defensive mod. I'm wondering if it's worth getting CMs at this low of a level. I mean, obviously not level 10, but I mean, maybe in my teens or whatever. I don't think it's worth it. I think that's kind of the fun of in-game, is getting to max out your CMs. I also don't remember if themes made the older content raids inconsequential, I guess? Like with class mastery at max level, with Lady Vox crazy easy? I don't remember. I want to say there was a Shadow Knight who got kind of EverQuest famous for either getting really close to soloing her or soloing her. Because Shadow Knights were ridiculous back in the day. Especially like a fully maxed out Shadow Knight. On top of all their like life taps and everything else, they also had hot armor you could make. So they were just indestructible and they did crazy amounts of damage. The cool thing about being a warrior though is I had so many defensives and I had so much native hot that if I put a bunch of hot armor on top of my native hot, I could survive anything for a pretty long while, even without having a life tap and stuff. So I would duel Shadow Knights, and they would be they'd be like, oh, it's just a warrior, and they'd be expecting a quick kill or whatever. And I didn't fight back because I didn't do much damage. but I would just stay alive for so long and they'd be like, why won't you fucking die? The hardest part with a Shadow Knight, though, was their harm touch, because their harm touch actually did a decent amount of damage to me. But if I popped all my defensive right after they did harm touch, then all the damage after the harm touch didn't do anything, and it gave my HOTS time to bring my health like all the way back up. Which really was the strat for a lot of boss fights anyway, so it was just treating Shadow Knights as boss fights. And as much as I miss tanking, and as much as I love playing Warrior in this game, I don't know that right now is the best time for me specifically to play one. I think if I had a way to farm armor and farm some money and stuff for repairs and food and stuff to where I could reasonably solo for a while doing low damage, I wouldn't mind tanking at the lower levels. But also tanking's not super required at the lower levels either. So I could just go damage warrior all the way up to, I don't know, probably level 30. And then switch over to tank. I mean, obviously at 20 I would have to take pillar if I wanted to tank later. I've never had a warrior that I didn't go pillar path on. Let's let him know those are on there. Another weird thing, you would expect a shaman to run out of mana kinda fast, because like that's their thing, right? They cast spells and stuff, and they heal, and they're kind of a utility class, so their time should be spent using stuff that uses mana. But my rogue definitely runs out of mana faster than my shaman does. I don't even know that his stats necessarily facilitate having more mana than a rogue, because I'm dumping it all into, what, Wiz and Stam? I think Wiz does pot, right? So, okay, I guess maybe my power regeneration, my native power regeneration's a bit better as a shaman, even without, class mastery, upgrading it. Had to get a heal off on that guy. Did I heal him? Okay, there it is. See, I didn't see a tick there for a minute. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, I see it now. just thought of another pretty big benefit to dual box. Again, I'm still not going to dual box. I'm just saying I see another big benefit of it, which would be questing. Like getting your epic weapon and hell, even some of your 17 quests and stuff, like that's got to be crazy easier on a dual box setup than just a single player. Because if that's the case, you gotta rely on your guild or friends or whatever. I remember doing my warrior one, and it took a hot minute. And I know I should have taken the sword just because, yay, sword, but because it's one-handed and I can use it with a shield. But I definitely took that axe for the sole reason that I loved how it looked. Alright, homie is taking a quick break. Apparently his mother just showed up. So we're gonna chill for a minute. Actually, since we got a minute, let's just go ahead and put some water in us. Oh shoot, I forgot about that. Yeah, probably a good idea to be back here. If he's gonna be gone. Is his boys up? Oh shit. Let's get invis on all of us. I mean, I'm not mad at it. You know what I could do is just go get that one free thing. There. Look at that, we have a class mastery. Aha. Ability. I don't remember Hold Breath ever coming in clutch. I'm trying to think of a time that I used it. You know what, actually thinking about it, there was a time I used it. I just can't, like, I can picture myself casting it and being underwater fighting something with a few other people. It wasn't a, I think it was like a rare spawn or something, because we weren't partied, and it wasn't a raid. I just can't remember what it was. Might have been a quest of some sort. Now, see, back in the day, this wasn't uncommon, especially if this is the tanker healer who had to go AFK. Batteries and DPS, it didn't really matter all that much. But somebody would go AFK, and we would sit here for 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes and just chat and just hang out and shoot the crap with everybody and just have a grand old time doing that. And I feel like that's what's still happening in maybe higher level groups or groups that aren't made up of two dual boxers or even a single dual boxer because that's half your party. But it's definitely a much more social game than other MMOs. Me more? Yes, I'm streaming. Would you like to come say hi? My girlfriend is in here doing something with some, I don't know what she's doing.
We're telling the world what I'm doing.
Love you.
Love you too. The babies, I think, wanna go out and be put up. You wanna help me real quick? Can you take a break?
Yes, the guy I'm playing with is stepped away, so I'll just
let them know.
Yeah. I'm going to be right back, guys. I'm going to go let my dogs out and put them up real quick. Shouldn't take long. I'll leave a message in my group chat for this guy too. Takes a minute to put them up. Have a deaf dog, a blind dog, and a dog with brain damage. So they each need their own special handling. So I'll be back in a minute, guys. said let boots sit on your desk, right? Okay. We are back. I don't even know if he's back. It's like his pet killed stuff, though. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could pull stuff, right? They're only white. Let's grab this bad boy. Hopefully I don't pull anything else. And his pets should just take care of most of it, really. Just keep myself alive. Oh, it's that eel. Okay. Damn eel. I don't know that I need to, like, be worried about deleting stuff right now. I feel like the kills are gonna go a lot slower right now anyway. I wonder if he left with his pet targeted. Oh, he did. Sweet. Okay. I can at least buff his pet. And heal it in a pinch. I can't watch its health, but I can at least top it off a little bit. I feel like my... Oh, there it goes. Okay, I was gonna say, like, it feels like my health buff didn't do anything to that thing. Dump a couple of heals on it. Buff myself, too, while I'm at it. I mean, if these things were killing them before with my buffs, they've got to be able to do better, right? So we should be in real you should be in no real danger. I mean, if we could get 12 tonight, that would be super cool. I mean, this is working out fine. The only thing I gotta kind of watch out for is whenever that eel comes around. That could be nice and go help those dudes out too, since I'm right here. Never mind. Shoot. Oh, and there's another one there, too. Like after back-to-back ones like this, I need to look at his pets and make sure they're not too bad off. Alright, let's check his pets real quick. It's not gonna hurt to heal you. And you probably definitely need to heal. If it becomes a problem, then I'll loot the... Ooh, you definitely could use some help there, pal. I got you, homie. Slow your roll. Give you a couple buffs, too. Ain't gonna just let you die there. There you go. Do you like leave? Yeah, oh, you're... I guess I can just slash tell that guy. Oh, logged out right when I sent the message to. Well. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. I'm gonna grab... oh, that's the same one. What? I want to grab the one that's in the house just for fun, but... oh crap, did we lose one of the pets? No, we didn't. Okay. It was just directly behind that other necromancer. I honestly probably could throw some of these guys. It just take a while, and it's nice to have his pets taking some of the damage and some of the, and doing some of the damage. I don't know if y'all can hear my cat just yelling. Alright, hopefully I don't pull two. Oh well. Didn't get the one I wanted, but we got one. See, when I let the dogs out, I thought I got the water. It was behind me on the little table. I had to do some work on, like... I had to do some work on the laptop, not... I wasn't coding on my work laptop, I was physically working on the machine. And, so I put it on a little table that I keep in my office. And that's where I hid my water. Guy healed up. Heal that pet. That pet's good. I mean, we're getting pretty decent experience out here. I'm not mad at it. eel venom sac. Apparently, I'm gonna do that all night, just so y'all know. The items look like equipment, and my gut instinct is to go and check my equipment to delete them. I 110% know that they are not equipment items, but that's gonna be a reoccurring theme. My goldfish brain isn't gonna remember that shit. Ah, really? Still couldn't get close enough to get in that house before something pulled. I'm gonna get one. We're gonna get one that's inside that house. There's a door. You know, let's kill this one. Now, I know this one's from in front of the door, right? So we'll kill this one and just not leave it. Give ourselves a small buffer of time to get in that house and pull what we want to pull. Alright. Let's see if I can get... Not in the line of this. I am right there. There we go. Now we're cooking with fire. Oh crap. I'm just about to die too. Let's not die. Oh, did I just use water? I pulled both of them out of that house, didn't I? No, I didn't. I just pulled like another one out of that house. Or outside the house. He was probably around that corner, honestly. Or he spawned by that rock. Come on, guy. There we go. Did I pull two again? No. Oh, but they're attacking that stupid eel. Pets aren't taking too much damage. I feel like that one leveled. I want to say that one was 10 a minute ago, right? We're less than 2 yellows away from 11. That's good. But once we hit 11, these things are going to be dark blue, so it might be worth going to a different camp at a certain point. Shooting these back, I want to say the blue ravens are somewhat level appropriate. We've killed them a bunch on this stream, not Steam. Let's go. Keep dropping these guys. Somebody just messaged me. Said the stream is awesome. And that we make awesome content. So I'm assuming that person is watching. Thank you very much. It means a lot. I love this community and I want to see EQOA back in full force. And the only way we're gonna do that is if we get the word out. We gotta clean out. Oh, it's just the belt? Okay. Whatever. Those two, I'm not even gonna loot them. Y'all don't get the honor of being looted. Check this dude's pets again. I don't know how much longer my buff is gonna last on them. I guess when I debuff, then I will worry about buffing his pets again. So if these are white to me at 10, that means this AFK dude, he's got to be getting EXP for dark blues at this point, right? Let's go ahead and delete that, because if I don't, and I get angry at the mobs for not letting me loot their bodies, at that point it's my own fault. You know, I just know going this far to make a pull that, yep, that's exactly what I knew was gonna happen. Something was gonna respawn on my run back. Where did I have loot last time? Because I thought I just straight up deleted it. Didn't I? Yeah, okay. Let's see, I know my memory is really bad, but it can't be that bad. What is it? Oh, that stupid heal. Oh, hey, it's another pair of those pants. I guess when he gets back, he can have those. Just double check. He needs a heal. You don't necessarily need a heal, but I'm not running super low on mana right now, so you get a heal. You get a heal. I'm the Oprah of heals. Another thing I don't quite remember. Does the day-night cycle correspond with our real time? It does, right? Guess it would also matter where the servers are being held, maybe? Does it run on server time, or does it run on California time? Like it did back when SOE had it? I feel like it's gonna run on California time. I don't know. We'll have to see. If it becomes daytime in an hour, we know that it's running hourly, but I'm pretty sure it runs 24 hours. 24-hour cycles is what I mean, of course. Oh, our necro friend is back. Stam HP and AC. Just give it to him. I don't really need any of this stuff. So I think I've said this on the stream before, that I also have an active Final Fantasy XI account, and in that game you had to do /P to talk to party, and I haven't been playing anything other than Final Fantasy for a hot minute. So I keep wanting to do /P. She, I guess, because it was a female barbarian. Whatever. I don't know how many people are old enough to remember the old rules of the internet sheet that went around on the earlier days of the internet. But one of the rules was there are no women on the internet, only men. There are no children on the internet, only undercover FBI agents. One of them was also like the pool is always closed. It was a very 4chan-y thing. Obviously, the infamous Rule 34, that's where it came from, was that those old rules of the internet. A lot of people know what Rule 34 is, but they don't know the origins of it, and that's the origins of it, was a text document that we all passed around to each other that was the rules of the internet. Also, the other big thing was like a text document that was the anarchist cookbook that went around for a long time on the internet. Don't know how much of that's outdated by this point, but a lot of it was like some phone freaking stuff and some just it wasn't anything of any real consequence, but it was like an urban myth or an urban legend of the internet. I did have a copy of it back in the day, and I read a good deal of it, but that wasn't anything of any real use. It was very much a collection of like angsty, destructive teenage recipes in that cookbook. Now I'm just going down a reminiscent rabbit hole, really. We got what? We went over the rules of the internet, we went over the anarchist cookbook. What were some other good ones? Y'all have any, like, nostalgic things from the early days of the internet? What was ytmnd.com? My buddy got us hooked on that for a good while. It was "You're the Man Now, Dog." It was a Sean Connery quote. And it was a website that you'd send like an image or a GIF, and it would just be on repeat in like a million tiles all over the web page, and you could put text over it. It was basically a meme generator before meme generators were a thing. We had that. Obviously 4chan, that's, you know, it was before the days of Reddit, but we had forums and boards and stuff that we used. Forums and chat rooms were a big thing back then. And AOL, Instant Messenger, and MSN Messenger, and just kind of going on a nostalgia trip with y'all right now. What was, oh, one that not a lot of people got into. I host all of the original videos on my, like, personal YouTube channel, for everybody to go see, but they were The Broken. It was like a hacking group out of the early 2000s. It was just like 3 people. I'm pretty sure the guy named Ramsey, he financed it all, but he didn't have anything to do with hacking, so they just kind of put him in a bunch of videos. And, yeah, they had actual, like, legitimate hacking stuff for the early 2000s, like war driving and social engineering and all sorts of really, and some of it's still relevant to today. But it was fun and interesting, and it got me even more interested in IT and software development and stuff. And between The Broken and that movie Hackers with Angelina Jolie and the guy from Trainspotting, that's what got me into IT as a kid, and that's what led me to pursue a degree in IT and software development. But The Broken was awesome. Oh, and the guy who started The Broken, it was Kevin Rose, and they use monikers, so it's Kevin Rose and Double D. Kevin Rose ended up founding dig.com. Anybody remembers dig.com? It was a really big news site in the early to mid 2000s. So, yeah, a lot of people know Kevin Rose only as the dig guy. They did not a lot of people know him as the broken hacker member. He's asking if I can think of anywhere else to XP. We could try, like I said earlier, the Blue Ravens. I'm like 3 kills away from leveling now. Might as well just finish out this level here before we go off. Most annoying thing about this camp, though, has been having to destroy all of the loot. And I don't remember these guys being part of any quest, honestly. So I don't know if it's worth keeping. I don't think so. I'm just gonna say none of it's worth keeping and just keep deleting all this crap. But, you know, hopefully we'll move the Blue Ravens next. There we go. See if he wants to go there. Ravens isn't a bad little camp. Alright, so we are going to run to the Blue Ravens. Oh, somebody else was asking the question that I had earlier. Whenever we, you know, it was probably a few minutes into starting the stream, we got that traveling ration. No, apparently it is just food. Or maybe they're being sarcastic. Because somebody else said it travels with you. Check the group finder one more time. Swear, I feel like I'm partly dyslexic because I saw that 19 and that 33 and my brain said, oh, look at 13. Do shit like that all the time. I halfway randomly picked a character off of the box art to base, like, I guess the mascot of Return Home, the website, and the stream, and the YouTube channel. He's this little halfling, or dwarf, I don't know, because I couldn't really get the art to come out the way I wanted it, but he was meant to be a halfling, based off the box art, and I'm actually really happy with it. Like, I'm coming to really like him as a mascot, you know? Okay, well, I don't know what it did with cellular device. I'll be around here somewhere. Honestly, I probably left it in the kitchen when I went to go let the dogs out. So we're just running to Blue Ravens. I have a bottle of water and a chocolate chip cookie. So I'm eating this cookie while we run. And I don't like to talk with my mouth full, so. Y'all are shit out of luck. I say with my mouth full. Is he still following me? No, whatever. He's probably getting food and water, honestly. Yesterday, me and my girlfriend felt like we just didn't want to do anything, go anywhere really. So I was like, alright, well, let's just do something quick for dinner. Because we had leftovers. I was like, let's get something quick for lunch because we have leftovers for dinner. So I went to McDonald's. And they took forever. And they messed our order up. So not only did I have to like wait in line way longer than I was expecting, because I placed a mobile order, so I thought, oh, I'll just pick it up real quick. I want to say I waited like 30, 45 minutes. And they messed it up, so I had to like go back inside and be like, hey, y'all still messed it up. They gave us free cookies. And that's the story of how I got a chocolate chip cookie that I ate on stream. Thrilling, I know. I'm an amazing storyteller. My prose is that of legend. All jokes aside, I have been published a couple of times, so I am actually not a bad storyteller. Well, there's that 9 warrior. I don't know if we're outleveled him too far. I should probably invis myself just in case. I didn't know about this camp until some guildies that are in House of Mirrors told me about it. It's a nice little XP spot because these things don't chain and they give good experience. The only downside is they do have one item that is like a quest item, so it's no trade lore, so you can only get one of them. But the rest of the stuff they drop can stack and be rendered, so it's not a bad leveling spot. The warrior we just invited said he accepted the wrong group invite. I really think we could solo these with just his pets and me healing. And his pets might die more than they did over there, because these things are obviously going to be a lot stronger. So in turn, we might take more damage. I think we should be okay. Plus, if we can get a fourth, easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. The only drawback is there are some copperheads. Some like hang out on the outskirts that are aggressive, and then they give you a dot. And if you're fighting a raven and you have a dot and you have these little assholes killing you, it can get a little irritating. Is that the undead camp right next to us? Oh, I ain't worried about it. Alright. Get his pets out. See if we can't get level 12 tonight. Honestly, level 12 tonight would be super, super awesome. Because then I would get my little wolf pet. I get Spirit of the Wolf. I get a new heal. It would be so much more useful. Not targeting your pet. Alright, it's fine. Alright, you want to pull? Am I pulling? Response. Yes. It's a tactical thing now. Give it invisibility. How crazy would that be if you could give enemies like buff and invisibility just by accident? That hill. Oh! Oh! Dang it. I should have waited to send that reply, but my hubris got the better of me. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I think we end up back in Alice too. Yeah, dang it. Okay, well, we got a little bit of a run to get back, but it's alright. Be okay. It'd be alright. I want to say there's a spirit master up close to the coach though, right? If there is, I'll just bind my spirit there. I don't really want to bind outside of Hallis right now, just because I'm gonna have to come back a bunch eventually up to level 17 to do all those quests. So, well, I guess I could just coach back on it. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's see. Is there a... Nope. Okay, whatever. Let's just go back to Freeport and bind in Freeport. Going back to Freeport. As much as I don't like the inside of Mord, I do like Mord as a city. Like, I know that sounds very contradictory, but in my head it makes sense. I like the idea of Mord, I guess. I also have like a huge weakness for dwarves. It's my favorite fantasy race in any game, or in D&D I always play a dwarf. Gimli is one of my favorite characters in Lord of the Rings. I guess we're doing the shears. That's what he hailed a minute ago. Alright, let's bond here right quick. What do you say? Go to my favorite binding person, who should be right over here somewhere. I know there's one over here, because this is where I was bound on my warrior. Yep, there it is. Okay. Oh, apparently he's killing them already, so yeah, we should be able to do it. Can't be too disappointed with that. Let's check the FG again. Oh, still at one level 8 though. Is he like not soloing or something? AFK or? It's weird to be level 8 this long, even if you're solo. Not shitting on the guy, I'm just saying. Even idly killing blues. Probably should have leveled it down by now. Yeah, I think the next YouTube video is going to be a setting, like a review of the game itself. Okay, hold on. Not a review of like a restaurant review, like a this is what this does, this is what that does type thing. I know I said it earlier in the stream, but I really think that's what the next YouTube video is going to be. The only downside to making those YouTube videos is I can't read from a script. And I'm realizing this now because I read from a script in those last two videos and I wasn't happy with how it came out. But cleric over there soloing them. Oh shit, that's a cleric. Okay. I should probably be tanking this one. I didn't realize. Because their robes are the same. Give myself a health boost if I'm gonna be taking damage like that. I do also know the rangers here are bad news. When they use bow attacks out here, they hurt. Yeah, let's not heal the bad guy. You haven't been going through mana crazy having to replace a pet every kill. Uh-oh. Okay. You're gonna be nice enough to buff us, Evangeline. I will buff you too. Not that my buffs are gonna help you in a meaningful way, I don't think. Although yours just gave us a ton of health, so that's actually super useful. Thank you for that. I'm assuming that that cleric is farming reputation. Which is a pretty common thing to do out here at this camp for higher levels. I remember grinding out tons of reputation in this game. But for the life of me, I don't remember what for. I don't remember what locks behind reputation. Probably figure it out when I get higher level, but I just can't remember. Not super jazzed that that isn't running back. There we go. Hit me. I'm pretty sure these necromancers have good, if not better, health than me, because stamina is one of the root necromancer stats. Plus they can life tap, and they have me to heal them, so we're not super in danger. The only real danger would be if we pulled a wizard and a ranger at the same time. That would probably suck, actually. Because we'd have to deal with the AoE damage from the wizard, and we'd have to deal with the stupid, crazy, strong bow attacks from the ranger. Ooh, is that a one-handed spear? Is that a one-handed spear? I can't use it yet, but no, shit, it's a two-handed spear. Can I use a belt too? I don't think I have a belt on. Hey, cool, we got a belt. Got a minuscule amount of HP off of it. It's better than not having a belt, I guess. Need 2 cells at Coachman Ronks in Freeport. Somebody goes, that's a lot. A lot to ask. Two whole cells. Same person says cigarettes, gas. Do I make points? Yeah, I do. I thought I did. We're at 110 there and 95. Not doing too bad on the stats front. Nope. What about you? Nope. Pretty sure that my little wolf pet is not good at anything, really. He does a little damage, but I don't think he for sure doesn't buff. But if he is super low level, like, I think he might be green to me at 12 or something. I think it's more of just a, I mean, he's not cosmetic, he does stuff, but novelty? A novelty spell, I guess? Probably at higher levels, he's a lot stronger. Let's see, another lookout. I think originally shamans were supposed to be a very dot-based support class and not the healers that people play them as. And that's why wisdom is such a big deal for them. To help with their dots. And if I'm remembering right, wisdom also helps with power over time, so it's not the worst stat to have to dump points into for a caster. I have not seen one ranger since we've been here, but the other day they were just destroying us. When I was in the stream with Callie, Khai, I think. Oh, speak of the freaking devil, there's one. When you speak of the devil, he shall appear. Oh shit, we got a player too? Oh, that's taken care of. Oh. Now I got both of them, I think. Well, mine died. That's fine. some too. Leave the next, like, maybe kill up to him. Check the... I feel like that person is also dual boxing, but they are 14. I feel like that would hurt the experience. And the fact that I don't think they'd want to be here doing the shears. So we don't have room for two. I always wonder how other people pronounce this stuff. Because YouTube was either in its infancy or not a thing when EQOA was in its peak. So I don't remember there being a lot of people talking about it. So we don't know if we're pronouncing it right, I guess. Nashir? Nashir? I don't know. He's worried about pulling this wizard, which honestly I am too. Oh crap, there's a rogue. Might be able to tank this thing. Hopefully we can get it down before it kills me. That was actually pretty freaking close. Not super bad, but that doesn't pull off me. Why am I not healing with it? Did not register my button? There we go. I have no use for a sword. Provide me with either war hammers or one-handed spears. Shit. That would have been fine if we hadn't had 3 on us at once. I mean, for just being 2 necromancers in a common, that's not the... It's not bad. I'm not bothered by that death. That was a good death. Oh shit. Everything vibrated again. I'm wondering if that was a delayed caster ability on me? I don't say that because the other day, when I was making the dual boxing video or something, the devs released some big mob, and everybody was freaking out. Need a sword. We're gonna biz ourselves just in case. Oh, and I lost that cleric ability, or the cleric buff. And I'll ask for it when I get back. That Evangeline cleric person is probably gonna be nice enough to give it. Also, if that person sees the VOD, thank you. Oh, hey, you know what? Earlier I was asking if the day-night cycle, because now it's sundown again, and it might be morning. If we are not on California time and we're on Finland time. where Zai is? Alexa, what time is it in Finland?
In Finland, it's 5:23 a.m.
Yeah, it's 5:23 a.m. in Finland. So that may be the sunrise because the servers are in Finland, I guess? I feel like that has to be it. I feel like that's the morning sun, and it's 5 something in Finland, so that's why it's morning. We going somewhere else? Say something in the group about it? Oh. Alright, he's coming back. He's just out of drinks. Is Evangeline still around? No, they left. Dang it, I don't get that awesome cleric buff. Oh well. You know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think clerics get invisibility, do they? I don't think, so I know clerics definitely don't get Spirit of the Wolf, but I don't think they get invisibility either. I feel like clerics lose a lot of DPS potential, and they lose a lot of utility. But I feel like they're also much better healers, and their buffs are a lot stronger. Oh. I mean, I definitely want to keep going with the shaman though, because being able to give people Sal and Invis, and being able to farm stuff with a half-decent damage healer that can also heal isn't a bad idea. Especially if I want to level a warrior later, being able to just feed myself armor and money and stuff. Oh, that's cool. Sorry, I was looking at something on my second monitor for a second. I'll bring up this too. Okay, there we go. Just waiting on our necromancer buddy to come back with his drinks. Don't think we're gonna get 12 tonight. Do have work tomorrow. We're not ending the stream right now, but I'm just saying, I don't think we're gonna get 12 tonight, because we've got, what, 4 yellows left. I know what I did with it. This whole time I've been looking for my phone. It was... Might as well have been right in front of my face, honestly. The reason I'm looking for my phone is that's how I can turn my thermostat down, and it is pretty warm in this house. Let's drop the thermostat down some, make it a little bit more comfortable, so I'm not sweating. My girlfriend enjoys it very warm because she gets cold easily. I enjoy it cold because I get very warm easily. Our necromancer buddy is on his way back. Let's go ahead and get buffed up. There we go. Should have healed myself before that invis, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, well, he's coming back. Let's see if there's any update on... Nope. No update on anybody looking for a group around our level. Oh. Get comfortable in this computer chair. Alright. Because while he's running back, I want to go look at that Death Fist work again. It is what I called them earlier, right? Like, I didn't mess that name up horribly. I don't think I did. These are by far my favorite looking works in EQOA. Come on. No. Dang it. Well, I can't be as reckless anymore. I can't go pulling wizards or pulling 4 things at a time. Not that I pulled 4 things at a time, but just ended up that way unexpectedly. I think he accidentally face pulled a rogue, and then the pet pulled a cleric, and I had the wizard. I played EverQuest 2 some. I didn't get... Damn it. Right when I was expecting that heal to go off. I didn't like... I played EverQuest 1, but not a lot. Were there any shears in EverQuest 1? Or EverQuest 2? I don't remember. I do know that EQOA takes place 500 years before the events of EverQuest 1. So, you know, factions could have died out. Factions could have moved on. I know Freeport looks completely different. Freeport is my favorite city layout in EQOA. I did not like it in EverQuest 2. Although I do respect that they kept the continuity of the cities and the races and everything else through, you know, the 3 iterations of the game of, you know, chronologically EQOA to EQ to EQ2. Still a little salty about EverQuest Next, though. I was so hyped to see that come to fruition, and the fact all we got out of it was Landmark, and we didn't even get to keep that for very long. The stuff they had planned was innovative, fun, and it looked like genre defining again. Like, it would put EverQuest back on the map of being a giant. And what they had with Landmark, you could see how they were getting Next built from Landmark. So all of the pieces to build Next were there. But I think that was about the same time that they were having money problems, and then they sold to Daybreak, and the Daybreak was like, gave them the, you know, gave Next the finger, and then was like, we're just gonna ride out Landmark for a little bit, and then they sunset Landmark. I know a lot of people thought it was really ambitious, and it was, honestly, but just because something is ambitious doesn't mean it's impossible. Ooh, 11,000? No, there's only 3 kills with a couple of yellows. It's not terrible. Might as well buff myself up. I don't see a point in buffing his pets every hole, because they're gonna die just a ton. Cause they're like level 9 or some shit. Yeah, see how quick that thing went down? Even with my buff, it would have not lasted long. Right, so 2 more kill, or so 1 more kill and we'll be very close, but 2 kills will definitely be out of EXP debt, which is always a good thing. Being out of EXP debt is wonderful. I remember every once in a while, like if there was a server crash or if it was a holiday or something, every once in a while, they would forgive everybody's EXP debt. But there was a small group of people who they would reach max level, get all their CMs and everything, and then their goal was just to get the max EXP debt. They would just die so many times that it would stack up to completely max it out, and then the EXP forgiveness would happen, and the GMs would pop on and be like, hey, we're forgiving everybody's debt today. And they get pissed because now they have to go die a billion times more to get their debt back. Alright, now we're out of EXP debt. Should
probably buff his actual guys though. Just stamina is one of their main stats. But if he still has that cleric buff, then I don't know how much of a difference I'm making. Because that cleric buff was insane. Alright, there we go. Another cleric. I know chat's pretty dead. I don't know if anybody is watching and or listening, but if you are, how is my audio coming through tonight? Are you able to hear the game? Is the ratio of game noise to my voice good? If anybody is there and feels like typing to tell me, I would certainly appreciate it. I could pull it up on my phone, but I don't want it to echo through the mic. And I don't know where my headphones are. Pretty sure they're in the bedroom, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Wait, am I crazy? Didn't it just say ranger? Not warrior? Did we kill a ranger? Alright, maybe I'm just going nuts. Notched beheader. Inventory's full, okay. Well, actually, I'm gonna be stacking that crap anyway. Can use that shit. Zap, you dead. Okay, well, let's check, look for group. Oh, wait, what was that? Oh, never mind. Check group finder again. Still that 14 necromancer. Again, 2 people in that group. And that ogre shaman still level 8. What are you doing over there, ogre shaman? You just AFKing, buddy? You hiding? You chilling in Ogok? The city name Ogok just sounds like that noise that Popeye the Sailor Man made. I guess he was laughing, but yeah, it sounds like Popeye the Sailor Man's laugh. Need to drink, actually. Let's drink some. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up, chat. We're gonna see. Let's see. Popeye, Sailor Man. Wow. Right, there we go. Popeye laughing. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Which of the most expensive fast
Oh,
food
no,
items
I
are
wasn't trying to play Good Mythical Morning. Whoopsie. that. I do want a one-handed spear. I don't want a two-handed spear. You know what's one, like, super cool thing about this game that I love? Looking back on it, I wish other games would have adopted, was that if a guard had armor or a weapon, you were guaranteed that to drop. I mean, it clearly doesn't work with the mobs out here, but it did with the guards. Every chance I had to go kill the guards in Narek to get their katanas, I always felt like such a badass with them katanas. Check look for group one more time. Oh, you got the name Goblin? That's cool. He was doing the same thing I was doing, looking in to look for group. See, somebody else just said AC doesn't work properly, so most people don't use shields. Is that... I don't know how accurate that is still, because I've heard the opposite rumor too. I've heard it's been fixed, so... I could probably just go through their Discord on Sandstorm and run a search for it. That would be the easiest way to dispel any rumors, and the devs surely have addressed it at this point on whether or not it's been fixed or not. Like, AC doesn't drive the minimum hits, so something's wrong. Adding AC adjusts the median average. Oh, shit. On infantry now. Adding AC adjusts the median / average damage, but there doesn't seem to be an AC threshold to reach minimums. Nothing hits hard enough to use a shield anyway. Got you, buddy. Got you healed. I mean, if we get a little over or close to 12, that'd be good. Odds are I'll end up streaming tomorrow night, and I had said I was gonna play this character off stream, but you know, with adult stuff, working, and you know, going out with my girlfriend and visiting my family and housework. I don't have unlimited time. So we have only been playing him on stream. Anyway, what I was saying is I'll probably end up streaming tomorrow. So we could just hit 12 tomorrow on this guy. Again, I'm not jumping off right this second, I'm just saying. Probably got a little bit left in me. Wait, you looking at your pet? No. I see him cast on his pet, but it's like the minute I see him cast on, what the fuck? Okay. I'm gonna kill myself. Oh shit, I'm probably gonna die here eventually. Shit. Because they're healing each other. Those clerics are in cahoots, healing each other. Most clerics who do that. Cahootin clerics. Yeah, this is gotta be a bug that I keep getting hit with, like my controller vibrates after I die, like something's hitting me. Check group finder. I also thought that that staff was super cool the first time I saw it. I'll show you what I mean in a second, but some of you might already know what I'm talking about. The one with all the little hooks on it. I never found one worth keeping. Yeah, see that guy's staff right there? I always thought that was like one of the coolest looking staves. Okay, sweet. That awesome staff coming just buffed us pretty good. Thank you, awesome staff shaman. Uh-oh, whoopsie. I accidentally misclicked on my computer and opened Orca Slicer. Don't want to update Orca Slicer right now. Okay, alright. I think it would be neat to get 3D models of EQOA characters and throw them in a slicer or something. Be able to 3D print people's characters. That'd be kind of cool. Paint them up like I do with Warhammer figures. Some of you may have just heard me say Warhammer figures. Some of you may be interested in Warhammer. Some of you may be curious as to what I play in Warhammer, and it's Blood Angels. Blood Angels all the way, baby. Oh shit, he got his lumbering bones. Sweet. So that should make this one way easier, actually. I wonder if with lumbering bones we have to worry about the wizards. Actually, I'm going to let that wizard aggro those bones real quick. Oh, shit. Alright, well, it died instantly. Never mind. How did you... Okay, whatever. Okay, I swear I got fast enough that I should have been targeting your pet. Not that you can hear me, but, you know, whatever. Shit. Oh, double shit. Alright. Shit and double shit. Let's go. There we go. Alright. God, I hate those rangers. They do so much upfront damage. It's crazy. I feel like their bow always crits that first hit. And crits for a crazy amount. Also, I feel like the aggro ranges have been fixed, huh? Or at least improved slightly. How? How am I not targeting your target fast enough to not hit your pet? I'm gonna do it one of these times. I'm gonna be super excited that I did it. And yes, I realized that I could just ask him to target his pet so I can buff it. But, you know what? Shut up. Alright? I want to make my own fun. Oh, what the hell hit me? Smugglers of Tembley. I remember that being kind of a important faction. And gypsies. Gypsies are, yeah, so, okay. Now I'm starting to remember some of this. You had to increase your gypsy faction to get, a coach. I don't remember exactly what coach it was, but I remember forming these for gypsy faction. And I want to say there was a quest too. They wouldn't talk to you unless you had a really high faction with them to get the unlock the quest. Oh shit! Meant to attack, not heal. Do anything good? No, you didn't. We're kind of just blasting through these now. We may actually hit 12 tonight. get Sal. That would be super sweet. I mean, really what I want to be playing is that rogue we were working on, like, you know, 2 streams ago. But he runs out of mana so quick, his hide ability makes him so slow. It's hard to find groups like that. And I see where the benefit of dual boxing would come in this exact situation that I'm bitching about, but still just don't like dual boxing. Ah, I got one of the pets. Ha ha ha. I guess technically that pet is stronger than the other one right now. Because I threw buffs on him and not the other one. Finally did it though. The weapons that the shear drop are nothing but just vanity pieces, really. They don't do spectacular damage. I don't think any of them have stats. Yeah. Ooh, you know what I want to do as a shaman though? I want to go to Crocs and oh shit. And farm that little blue talisman thing. I love that blue talisman. No reason to at all, really. It's not very good, to be honest with you, but it's pretty. It's pretty. You targeting your pet? Yeah, you are. Haha. See if I can get his other one while I'm at it. Nope. Did pretty much instantly pull aggro though, because I had that heal going on that other pet. Yeah, it's alright. Less than 2 yellowed from 12. May actually pull this off. We get our bestest boy, buddy, and we get our Spirit of the Wolf. As sad as that would be to have Sal, I really think having the little pet wolf is what excites me more. What's that? Oh, actual stats on that one. Let's just get rid of these. Oh shit. Alright. Heal myself. He likes this spot for good early money by selling the weapons. I know I didn't need an apostrophe there. I don't know why I do that sometimes, but I do. Let's heal everybody, actually. I know I'm not like dying or anything, but I say healing myself isn't gonna hurt, but I would immediately pull this fucking wizard off of him. Okay. Ranger. I will say though, if I was going to dual box, it would definitely be dual necromancers. Just like this guy's doing. I played a necromancer during live. It was one of the high level characters I had, and I had that blood mist hit thing, and it was just crazy. I could solo AFK with that thing if I wanted, or I could yeah, solo AFK, whatever, and it was crazy impressive. I mean, at that point, I wasn't leveling with solo AFK. It was more just, if I'd left my PlayStation running, I could get maybe a CM after a while. Oh, there's a clerical inverter. 14. So these are probably dark blue to white for 14, I'm guessing, anyway. Jeez, you taking some damage there. I'm gonna buff them just in case. Pretty sure they're still buffed though. I don't know that I'm making a difference there. Don't know if y'all can hear my cat meowing in the background very loudly. He knows I'm in here because he can hear me talking. And he's like, why am I not in the office with you? Let me in right this minute, you bastard. I have two cats though. I have Dark and Boots. Boots is the older. He's a good boy. And I have Chance, he is a blind dog. I have Archer, who is a deaf dog. And I have Muzz, aka Potato, who is a brain damaged dog. I literally have deaf, dumb, and blind dogs. Yeah, we're definitely gonna hit 12 tonight. One yellow away? Yeah. Might as well finish it out, get that done. I feel like grouping would be a lot easier at 12 too. feel like even if you're dual boxing, having a spot healer, somebody with res, somebody with sal, somebody with invis, following you around. The Bear. The Bears? Like the football team? I don't know shit about football, honestly. It's not completely true. I played football in school, but I don't like to keep up with football, is what I mean. I did used to keep up with esports. I still do to an extent, but not as much as I used to. I was really big into the Overwatch League. I went and saw the Houston Outlaws play live. That was a blast. I know since then, Blizzard has become problematic and they let the Overwatch League die, which sucks, but it is what it is. Nothing lasts forever. Wax philosophical for a minute. Does that saying mean that nothing lasts forever, as in everything will eventually come to an end? Or is it saying that nothing, the fact that there are places in the universe with literally nothing in them, will always be a thing, so nothing lasts forever? I mean, clearly we know what was actually meant by the saying, but it's fun to think about dumb crap like that every once in a while. Oh, heard my old knees pop. Crazy thinking about all the stupid stuff I did as a kid and all the trouble I got into, and now I'm like, I sleep wrong and my back hurts, or I stand up and my knees pop. I think I'm finally getting to that I'm not invincible stage. I always thought it would have been kind of neat if, with those Nashir copper coins, if you had enough of them, there was like a Nashir vendor who was unscrupulous and would let you buy Nashir stuff. Not that there's anything particularly unique to the Nashirs, but I thought that'd be kind of neat. Two pinks. And get our little wolf. We get the bestest boy. Y'all excited to unlock bestest boy? I know you are. You don't have to say anything. I know you are. wonder where the saying "dead as a doornail" came from. Maybe worth a Google later. You know what? I'm gonna put all these items in the bank, with the exception of like the Nashir crap. First person in the VOD on YouTube to tell me where the term that is the doornail came from, you get all those items. I will give you 2 astute leggings, a notched beheader, and a wavy foil. I know, you'd be rolling in the Tunaria if you sold all that. Or you could use it and be the most badass version of your character ever. I am out of mana. I don't even think it's worth taking a water, because the next kill is gonna level me. And it's a lookout. Well, I think it's gonna level me anyway. Yep, did it. Sweet. Alright. We're back to full mana because of it. Spirit of the Wolf. We have our better heals. I should heal Homeboy over there. Alright, let's change that heal there. Oh, no, you know what? We should leave both of these. Let's put this there. Put that there. That there. Alright, let's summon Justice Boy. Oh yeah, we're balling now. We have our level 8. See, I knew it. I said earlier in the stream he was gonna be green, and he is. He's still a good boy. I'm not even worried about it. I'm so happy to have my good boy with us now. Also, we got some nice Spirit of the Wolf. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna unmemorize everything and just redo this. Alright, we're gonna do light healing there. We're gonna do Justice Boy here. Gonna do Spirit of the Wolf there. We're gonna do Invisibility here. And then we're gonna do Hit Point buff here. We're gonna do Toughness there. Damage spell there. Damage spell there. Okay. Okay, I feel like that's a little bit better. Gonna AFK EXP with my little wolf down here. Cause he's a big strong boy. Look at him and his level 8 toughness. I'll say at level 13 I get a quest for a spell too. Alright, I think we're gonna call it soon. Now that we hit 12. I think we're at a decent place to call it a night. Buff him up before I leave. Be a nice guy. Get back to Freeport, and then we are calling it a night, everybody. And we will see if we can raid that other dude in, who's doing EQOA right now. I know there's still like some limit or some limitation on me being able to raid because this account is technically pretty new. So they have to have like certain settings to let me do it until after 30 days, and I can raid pretty much anybody. Finish that bottle of water. Was Naruto big when EQOA was big? I don't remember it being big. I want to say that was still the time like Dragon Ball Z, Gundam Wing, Cowboy Bebop was still dominating the nighttime anime with like Inuyasha. I'm not like a huge anime I like anime, but I can rewatch Cowboy Bebop a million times. I can rewatch Gundam a million times, Gundam Wing specifically. But that's kind of it. I'm not, especially a lot of the new stuff. My brother watches it, and I just can't get in. Whoa, what was that? I was like, where, Gator? Just can't get into it. Alright. Well, I thank everybody for who came out and watched us live, and everybody who's watching the VOD. I appreciate you. Let me go get this dude's name,
And we're gonna try to raid him. Yeah, it doesn't allow me. Kind of figured. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna call it a night then. Hope y'all have a good night, and I hope to see you on EQOA.